Hello, everyone. I'm the storyteller, and I'm here to help you today. I know you use this video to fall asleep, so before that, like the video and subscribe to the channel. Also, where are you from and what time are you watching now? Get comfortable and relax. Echo Lake. The town of Greystone was small, the kind of place where everyone knew everyone else's business. Tucked away deep in the main woods, it had one thing that set it apart: Echo Lake. The locals rarely spoke about it, but when they did, it was in hushed tones and with quick glances over their shoulders. They warned visitors to steer clear. Nothing good comes from that place, they'd say, their voices trembling with something close to fear. For Olivia Harper, a mother broken by the sudden disappearance of her 14-year-old daughter, Emily, fear wasn't enough to keep her away. It had been 6 months since Emily vanished. 6 agonizing months of unanswered questions, fruitless searches, and sleepless nights filled with the hollow ache of hope slipping through her fingers. Olivia had scoured the town, the forests, and every lead the police had brought her, none of which led anywhere. But then, one evening at the diner, a stranger sat beside her at the counter. "I hear you're looking for your girl," the man said, his voice low and gravelly. He had the kind of face you forgot as soon as you looked away. Olivia stiffened. "Who told you that?" "Doesn't matter." He slid a folded piece of paper across the counter. "If you want answers, go here. But be careful. Echo Lake don't give without taking." She unfolded the paper. Scrawled across it were the words, "Midnight Full Moon." And below that, the name that made her stomach twist. Echo Lake. Olivia arrived at the lake under a sky smeared with stars. The full moon hung above the water like a watchful eye, its light rippling across the dark surface. The forest surrounding the lake was eerily silent, as if every creature had fled. She approached the shore, clutching Emily's favorite sweater like a lifeline. Her breaths came shallow, her heart thundering in her chest. The water shimmered unnaturally, almost beckoning her. She hesitated, the stranger's warning echoing in her mind. Echo Lake don't give without taking. But desperation overpowered fear. Olivia knelt by the edge, gazing into the still black water. At first, she saw only her reflection, pale and gaunt. But as she stared, the surface rippled, distorting her image. The water seemed to deepen, pulling her in. And then she saw Emily. Her daughter's face appeared, clear as day, her bright eyes wide with terror. She was screaming, but no sound came through the water. Behind her, shadowy figures loomed, their shapes shifting like smoke. "Emily!" Olivia cried, reaching for the image. The moment her fingers touched the water, everything changed. Olivia found herself standing in a place that wasn't the lakeshore anymore. The air was thick, heavy, with a metallic tang. The world around her was a warped reflection of Greystone. The trees twisted and blackened, their branches reaching like skeletal hands. Echoes surrounded her, Whispers, sobs, screams, they grew louder with every step she took. "Mom?" The voice froze her in her tracks. She spun around and saw Emily standing just a few feet away. Her daughter looked exactly as she remembered, except for her eyes. They were glassy, filled with an unnatural light. "Emily!" Olivia ran to her, but as soon as she touched her daughter's hand, Emily recoiled. "You shouldn't be here," Emily whispered. "It doesn't want you to leave." "What doesn't?" Before Emily could answer, the ground beneath them trembled. A low growl reverberated through the air, and Olivia turned to see the shadowy figures from the lake taking shape. They were tall, featureless things with hollow eyes that burned like embers. "Run!" Emily screamed, pulling Olivia with her. They fled through the distorted woods, the shadows closing in around them. Olivia's lungs burned, her legs trembling with exhaustion. But she refused to let go of Emily's hand. "Where are we going?" Olivia gasped. "There's only one way out," Emily said. "But it won't let you leave without a price." "What price?" Emily didn't answer. Instead, she stopped abruptly, turning to face her mother. "You have to go back. You can't stay here." "No, I'm not leaving you." Tears welled in Emily's eyes. "If you stay, it'll take you too. Please, Mom, go!" Before Olivia could argue, the shadows descended. Their clawed hands reached for her, their whispers turning into a deafening roar. Emily shoved her mother away with a strength that didn't seem possible. "Emily!" Olivia screamed as the darkness swallowed her daughter. The last thing she heard was Emily's voice, faint but clear. "I love you, Mom." Olivia woke up on the lake shore, her body soaked and trembling. The moon was gone, replaced by the first light of dawn. She looked around frantically, calling for Emily, but there was no sign of her. And then she heard it, a faint echo, carried on the breeze. "Mom?" Olivia stared at the lake, her heart breaking all over again. She knew the truth. Emily was still there, trapped in whatever hellish place lay beneath the water. But she also knew she couldn't stop. She would find a way to bring her daughter back, no matter what it cost her. As she turned to leave, she noticed something on the ground. A small, waterlogged teddy bear. It was Emily's, the one she'd carried everywhere as a child. Olivia picked it up, clutching it to her chest. The lake rippled, its surface eerily calm. Somewhere beneath it, the whispers began again. The end.